And we're going to do, sorry, I'm just trying to make this look right for you all. Okay. Thank you so much, G. Desiree's not going to be on today. She's gone to have a massage, so I'm so happy for her. I've drawn on a piece of paper. I've shown you how to do this before. We've glued cleaned the glass, glued the glass to the frame to make sure that no resin leaks from it. And I drew on a piece of paper a wobbly egg and wobbly legs and wobbly hair. And at first I was going to use this glass art. It's paint for glass, but it's oil-based. So I don't know how the oil-based paint is going to react to the resin, and I didn't want to find out. So instead of using regular paint, I thought, why not use this bright yellow? It's called Yellow Canary from Posh Chalk Metallics. It just seemed like a nice color. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give him eyes, try and give him a beak. Just not sure where the beak is going to go. A couple of legs and some hairy curlicues. Amazon, I'll send you the link. They're very reasonable. They're like $5 or $6 each one, but they're already distressed. So for my Easter egg, I'm happy with distressed. And also the other thing I wanted to say is that we're going to put some grass here with some of these, let me just show you, reflective glass, shattered glass. And I found this that I haven't used to do the body of the egg, and if I paint underneath it, hopefully when we put the resin on, we'll get the color will show through. So I'm not sure if I want to use it as a paste or if I want to mix it with water and make it as a wash. Let's just do it as a paste and then see. I'm trying to find a stiff brush. And let's just see how it works. Well, I think I like the coverage. It may be a bit too much. It may be overkill, but I really think this is a nice color for an Easter chick. So I'm turning it around because it's easier for me to see. And I'm trying to stay between the lines. And as most of you know, I don't do a great job. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if I can't answer them right now, I will when I check the comments. Yes, that's true. And I might, just a little bit. Very good idea, Liz. But I just want to make sure that I get an opaque color. I don't want a translucent color. This is a Posh metallic paste, Lynn. And it's yellow canary. That's the one that puffs up when you put it through a stencil. I think I put too much water. Oh, you're welcome. I wanted to use an oil-based paint, but I wasn't sure how it would react with the resin. You know how bad I am about coloring in between the lines. Just adding a little bit more. And if you want to re-watch the... Hi, Betty. How are you, my friend? How's it going? We're doing an Easter egg chick. And I'm using the Posh metallic paste as a base because I like the color of it. I might have to give it a small second coat because I can see through it. I'm going to dry it for a little bit. Yeah, it is a nice yellow. It's called canary yellow, so it seems appropriate for this. I'm going to dry it a bit, but not too close to the glass because I don't want the glass to break. Desiree is having a massage today. She said she'll try and catch us later. But she needs a break. It would absolutely be great for a sunflower. Yes. I'm going to let it cool down for a bit and start working on the little feet. I'm not sure, these are called stringers, and they are very, very thin pieces of string, pieces of glass. And I use them quite a bit. I have them in, and they come in different different widths. This one is a 1 millimeter. The others that I have are a little bit too thick for the Chicky's feet. Thank you, Betty. So I'm thinking of doing the legs or his feet using the black stringer, which is very, very thin. And for these curly cues here, I got these, which we've used before. Yeah, they are cute. If I can find some curly cues in here, it would be great. These are the vitrigraphs that I used last week, I think. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get them to, they're not going to be able to curl up, so I'm going to have to kind of cut them like this one. I will cut here. I'll just have to cut a few of them and see. Let me see if there's any that are curly. Oh, there might be one here. Not this one. I just saw something. Sorry, I'm just looking, and it could have been my imagination. Oh, there's some that are broken already. So let's use those if we can. Let me just get the broken ones out. Yeah, I could, but I wanted to keep this all glass. But you definitely can. Yeah, I really love these. Like, this is a cute, you know, maybe I'll cut it here or here. Hold on. Let me just get my cutters. And there are different kinds of cutters. This one is my favorite because it's good for people whose hands are weak, and it's called a Breda, B-R-E-D-A, and this is the one that if you're a beginning artist, a glass artist, I would suggest you use. Buy to make sure that you like it. It's inexpensive. It's less than $20. So I'm just trying, whilst I'm talking, I'm trying to think of how I'm going to cut this. And the third one is this one, which is an upgrade to this one. And this one can cut most glass. This one cannot cut very thin glass, because if you look at the spacing here, it's very, very tight. So thin glass cannot go through it. I mean, can go through it, but the two don't meet. Hi, Marie, how are you? We're doing an Easter egg today with glass. And I'm going to cut this one right here. Oops, what did I... And that's a cute curly cue right here. I'm going to cut it again. I shouldn't be cutting over my glass. This one could go here. Let's see some more before we cut the feet. We'll just go. I'm still waiting for this to cool down and dry, even though I've got things on top of it. We could do this one right here. Oops. And cut that. And maybe another one. It's just a question of filling in little hairs. I don't think I like that one. That one's too thick. And I didn't even have to cut that much. How does this look? Do you think he's got cute hair, or shall we add some more? Oh, hi Desiree. You're supposed to be relaxing. Go get your massage. Or shall we add a little bit more? Let's do another one, why not? I meant to ask Gwendolyn this morning how she was feeling. So that one, and then there's this one. I think we've got enough small pieces. We can always adjust it. And let me carefully add the bigger, move the bigger pieces. But at the same time, you know, I was thinking, instead of using these straight sticks, why don't we add the feet with this? Would that be too thick, you think? Oh, okay. So she's shopping. What do you think? Use the feet for this? Or this? Haha, it does look like a pineapple, but it's not. It's an egg. Not too thick? Okay. So let's just give him stick legs. Okay, let's put this pineapple. All right, Desiree, now we know where your mind is. You're thinking about pineapples. Pineapple's not a bad idea. So let me just carefully, I try not to break it, because sometimes I need long pieces, like if I'm doing an under the sea scene. Okay, that's one that's done. So let's cut, well, let's do this one after we color our Easter egg again. So I'm going to move them off, make sure I don't have glass that dripped, because I've got something. I shouldn't have been cutting over it, but okay, let me just get paper towels, because I put my thick for legs and thinner for feet. Okay, we can do that. I'll bring them out again. Thick for legs and thinner for feet. So I'm just going to remove the excess water from my paintbrush and give it a second coat and hope it doesn't pull off, because this is a bit thin. And I did forget to say, don't forget to clean the glass and with alcohol, please, if you're going to do this. And again, I don't know if this is, I'm hoping this will not pull off with the resin, but I've never tried it, so I'm going in the other direction because I really want a thicker coverage. Sorry, I'm quiet. But I just need to concentrate. Hi, Gwendolyn. Thanks for the hearts, everyone. Thank you. Just trying to get a perfect shaped egg. And then we'll work on the feet. And we'll use the vitrigraph. I think that's a better idea. So how's the weather for everyone this morning? Has it gotten warmer? I need to find a bow here that would hide the curlicues. She's a girl. So think up of a name. Suggest names. Rain all day? Oh. You like that, G? Yeah, the color yellow is really good. It's really bright, and I like that. Almost done. It dries quickly. Just going to put a touch of water. This seems to be behaving, this metallic paste, like plaster. With plaster, when you go in the opposite direction, it usually smooths out. Just a little bit more. It's a very easy texture to work with. Just go over it with a little bit of water just to smooth out. Camille, can you shut the door? Camille, can you hear my husband? Yeah, well, it won't look like anything under the glass. I'm going to put glass on top, Betty. So let me just blow dry it. Or heat it up. And we'll work on the feet. And I'm going to start gluing them, actually. And it's dry. Okay, let's work on the feet. So we want oops, I don't want to drop anything. This might be too thick. This is too thick. Unless we can use it for the feet. Let me see. Let's just get one piece out. And we'll figure it out. Okay, so this is what I was going to use, which is called a stringer. This, but instead we're going to use this. It's a bit thicker and seems to have more life in it than a straight line. They break very, very easily, those stringers, so just be careful if you get them. All right, so, oops, and there we go. Let me just get that one. And that looks like a good leg. We might have to shorten. Where I've placed these legs is not correct, so I'm not going to put these right here. So this leg, do you think this leg looks fine? I'm going to try and ignore. And then we'll cut 1 foot here and 1 foot there. What do you think? Let me find another piece that has some movement to it. Like this one. We'll cut that. Do they look about the same? Let me just remove this. I'll make them a bit shorter before I glue them. And then we'll just put, okay, so we'll just add some little pieces of the feet. We need 2 pieces for each foot. Okay, so I'm going to glue the curly cues first. And I don't know how much I'm putting on, but this to sit like this. And I don't want it touching the top because the resin is going to come by. I know it's hard to see with that drawing underneath. Nope. This one should be this way. And how does that look? I know it's hard to see. I'm tempted to add a couple more. What do you think? Or is that too much if I add one here? This one's moving. I'm going to put a bow here. Yeah, you could use yarn for kids, definitely. So let's just cut this and see. Is that too much? Let me know. Not too much. Okay, good. I'm going to put another one. And just trim a little bit off it here. Oops. I should add some glue from here. where did I put the cover? I'm always losing the cover. Okay, let's work on these. There's the cover. I'm going to put it on my computer so I don't lose it. Let me just move this over. And these are a bit too long. So I'm going to cut it. Just going to put this here. And let's see now. I think that's a good length. So we'll cut the other one the same length. And then just add the feet, then we can work with the rest. So we try and give him, oops, this one flew away, I don't know where. Okay, so one here, and I'll have to glue that, and one here. And then we'll add a piece here, and one here. Well, let's do one at a time so that we don't mess up. And they're hard to do. Yes, the legs can go up into the body. I made them a bit longer. I don't want them this long, but they can. So where's my Chicky? So that's the center. So one leg will be here, and one leg will be here, I think. I might have done this wrong, but that's okay. And we will put and another piece that I had. And we'll just cut this one. Hi, Leona, how are you? Let's see how that would work. That one might be a bit too long. Let's see. Yeah, it's too long. What did I do with the other foot? Oh, you know what I just did? Smart one, aren't I? I just cut the foot. You must be hungry. I cut the wrong thing. I cut the foot, people, and you didn't tell me. Vicky the Chicky, I think that's a perfect name. No one told me that I had cut the leg. Vicky the Chicky. I think that's it. You found the perfect name. Oops. So I'm going to cut this one again because it's a bit too long. Let's see if that's better. That's still a bit too long. And it flew away. Okay, there's another one that's got. Okay, we've got two here. I feel like I'm running around the chickies. Let's see if these work, if these legs work. No, Susie Q's cute, but Vicky's nicer. I like Vicky. Doesn't help when you have long nails. Well, not long nails, but this one. Does that look okay? Because we're going to put, thank you, Desiree. We need to put some grass for Vicky. But I think first we'll add the glass to her body. So I'm just going to put this, the metallic paste is still a bit sticky. It's dry, but sticky dry. So I'm just going to fill her body, and then we'll give her eyes. Yeah, but I'm don't want to on these frames though. I don't want to use liquid glass. I'm not sure how it will react yet. Okay, so let's get some glass. This is not the usual glass that I use, the shattered glass. This is called, I don't know where I got it from. It's transparent decor, whatever that is. So I just thought, well, let's use something. Oops. Rima's going to knock everything over. Okay, let's put some everywhere, and we can bring them in. This glass is a lot easier than the other one that I used last time on the dolphin. The dolphin was a pain in the neck. It was so tiny. I hope we can see the transparency. It said transparent, so. I just want to get these settled. Just move this. I'm using glue. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm using glue. because I don't want this moving around. And it's the only thing that's going to keep my egg pieces from moving. And if we need to add more pebbles, we will. Just want to stay within the shape of the egg. And we're going to give it some eyes. But before we do the eyes, I want to do the grass. Oh, do you like her? Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Vicky the Chicky. Go have fun, Desiree. Go enjoy yourself. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glass so that she doesn't look like she's floating. This is a bit too big. I just want small pieces. I don't really want the big ones. Emil solta que quem tirar ali. Yeah, that's what I called you to close it. Oops. Okay, more glass on the floor than on the Chicky, than Vicky the Chicky. I want to still see her feet, but I don't want them covered. So I might have to pick the small ones and add them. There's a small tiny one. Have you seen how I keep dropping them? Yeah, is anyone going to try this? That's the dolphin I can understand. It's a little bit more time consuming. But someone, you should try this. Gwendolyn will. I know she will. Because she's working on a piece right now that's adorable. Betty, how about you try it? You've never worked with resin. This would be the perfect time to try. And the part I'm dreading, which is the placement of the eyes, is coming, because I'm not very good at these. And this is reflective. Yeah, I know. But my desk is tiny. And I haven't changed my backdrop. I can't find my the backdrop I bought from Amazon for spring. And I got another cover for my table. And I just have not had the time. It's crazy how time goes by so quickly. So you're going to have to help me with the placement of the eyes, because it's not something I'm good at. I don't want to cover her feet, but I don't want, you know, a little bit of glass. You know, just when you have too little, it's not that great. The frame I bought from Amazon, Tina. And I will look for the link and post it here, because I think it was G that was asking me where I got the frame. And this is how I bought the frame. And actually, I used these frames for all my Christmas art pieces that I did. Okay, I think that's enough glass. What do you think? Well, you need to learn, you need to practice with glass. It's so easy. Look at this big chunk, but it'll work. I just don't want a huge contrast in the dip. Oops. Now let's place the eyes. I'm dreading this. I don't have a problem doing all of this, but I have a problem doing the eyes. Isn't that weird? Okay, so I got these beads. We could use this, but I think that's a bit too small. We can use this. That might look okay. Or this one, but the color is kind of off. What do you think? Which one? This one? This size? Or the tiny ones? We've got Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. 2/3 of the way up. So that's about here. So, okay, so about here. Is that good to put the eyes there? Mama Bear, Mama Bear. Okay, let's get Mama Bear. So is the placement there? Good. Let me cut. Okay, and how far in should they be? Like here, here. Should they be, oops, closer to the edge? And then we've got to worry about the beak. Let's see if this works. How's this for one eye? each 1/3. So maybe. Well, I'm just guessing. Does that look good? Does that look even? The silly thing keeps moving. Is that good? Please let me know. And you know what? I'm worried that we won't get to see the yellow. But it says transparent, so we should. Okay, now the beak. I've got some more of the vitrigraph, but in orange. So, should I have, let me see. If I stuck this like this, well, where should the beak be first? Because I feel like I want to stick a part of this inside and cut it. So should that be the beak? Let me see. 3/4 up to the eyes. So that's half. So here, does that work? Does that look right? That's 2/3. 2/3, 3/4. So 2/3. 1, 1, 2. Yeah, that looks about 2/3. Is that right? Yeah? Up a little bit. He looks like he's having an IV or something, a straw. Is that better? Okay, I'm going to cut him. That's a bit too big, I know. I know it's a bit too big, but we'll figure it out. I just want to give him a like a okay, let me see. Let me see if that's too big before I shape him. Just a little bit too big. Yeah, vertically. He's going to go vertical. I want to try and give him a pointed angle if I can. And I don't know that I can, but I'm trying. Okay, I have somewhat of a shape. Look. Can you see the angle? No, it would. This is too thick for that. No, I just cut a bit off. And it looks like a carrot nose, though. Well, it's like this. So it's not going all the way up. He's he's kind of down, not sticking up. Does that look better? Lay it flat. Okay, I've laid it flat. What do you think? I will kind of want, does that look right? I can't, yeah, it does look right. Yeah, I kind of like this so far. I'm not going to pour resin today. You know my philosophy now about doing things too quickly. They just don't work. And I can't remember who it was that said they did something and they rushed it and it didn't work out yesterday. I should remember. But I'm going to leave him like this to dry because I'm not sure about the paste, but I do like him. And tomorrow we'll just do resin